you guys? It's Iconic Viper Gaming here, and today I'm here with Angel X Viper, and I'm going to be telling you about the story how I almost died. I have two stories about this, but I'm going to tell you this one first. It's about a go-kart wreck, and it's not really cool. So, this will also be my first live commentary. I don't know, this is like a test run, I guess, but, so let's go ahead and get into it. So, when I was about 8 or 9, I got my first go-kart, and it was a fixer-upper and everything, and it was okay, but then my cousin got his go-kart when he was about 8 or 9, but yet he's 3 years older than me, so he's had his for about 3 or 4 years at the time, right? So I had got mine fixed and everything, and it worked. I only wanted one because he got one because I thought they were the coolest thing in the world to me at the time. So about last year, maybe 2 years ago, I don't know. I go over to his house because I don't get to see him much where I live anymore because some unfortunate stuff happened, I guess. So I don't really get to see him that much anymore. And when I did see him, it was always really fun. So I go over to house. I go over to his house, and he asked me if I want to go ride on the trail with him the next day in his go-kart. And I had crashed his go-kart about like 4 years before that, I guess. So yeah, and I felt really bad for it. I was like doing donuts, and I crashed into a tree, and I felt really bad. And like I messed his go-kart all up, and like it was just all messed up. And so I go over to his house and he asked me if I want to go the next day, and I said yeah. So he comes along the next day, and we wake up and we go ride his go-kart. So, and I forgot to tell you guys that we had just got it fixed right when I got to his house. So, sorry, someone just texted me. This is just perfect timing for that. So yeah. So I go over to his house and he asked me if I want to go to the next day. This is like the third time I've said this. And I said yeah. So we're riding the go-kart down to the trail. He asked me if I want to go to the trail, and obviously I said yeah. So I go to the trail, and we're driving to the trail, and just know this, that the grass was really high. It was like probably like 2 foot off the ground. It was like really high grass, and maybe not 2 foot, probably like a foot and a half. I don't know. And we were like driving through this grass and everything, and then the grasshoppers like flying all over us. This is on our way to the trail, and while we're at the trail, it's just like a big national forest type trail that like go-karts and dirt bikes and like people can walk down and ride bikes on and stuff like that. So we just go to the trail and we're just riding around, and we hit a bump, and we didn't realize it, but his phone had fallen out, I guess you could say. And we're just riding, and we go back, and he's like, what time is it? And I'm like, I don't know, I don't have my phone. And so he goes to hit his pocket and checks his phone, and he realizes he doesn't have it. So we just tried to ride around and find it, and we were like, not really panicking, but we were like, oh no, like he lost his phone. So, I get off the go-kart and I go look for it, and I find it, and everything is okay. So on our way back, we're going through this like big grass and everything, like grasshoppers are just flying in my face, and we hear like a really loud like crashing noise, and it was awesome because we watched a tree fall right in front of our face. It was awesome. It was way back in the woods. It was like a long ways away, but we could like barely see it through the woods. It was really cool. So we just thought it was like the coolest thing, so we just kept going. So we turning back, we're going home now because we mentioned gas as well, and so we just headed home. It was really hot, so we just headed home, and the grasshoppers are like all jumping on my face and everything, and I had like a handful of grasshoppers, and I was like really tired at the time. I don't know if I already said that, but I was like really tired, so I just kept, like, I was about to fall asleep, and there's a tunnel, like it's just like a, imagine this, guys, it's just like a really dead road that nobody really drives on. It's just a dead road, and it's like a really flat road. So you're just driving across the flat road, and there's a tunnel, like a creek, like a little creek under you. It's just like a, probably like a 5 foot, probably like a 10, 11 foot under us. There's just like a little creek with probably like not even a foot of water in it. There's about like 4 inches of water, maybe. I don't know. It wasn't a lot at all. I may be exaggerating a little bit because it's been a while. And so we're just driving. And at the time, I told you the grass was really tall at the time. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, there's like the tunnel is a concrete tunnel, and it comes, the concrete comes up about an inch off the ground from where the tunnel was, because it's a concrete tunnel. And we're just driving along, and our right tire, I was about to fall asleep. Our and this is the coolest thing ever. And my cousin told me, he's like, dude, if we crash, I want you to hold on to these sunglasses with your life. So that was kind of ironic. I think, I don't know. But we were just driving along, and we hit this tunnel. Like we hit the inch of freaking concrete that's coming out of our ground. And we're driving on the right side of the road, and our right front tire hits it. And these go-kart tires at the front are really tiny, and the back are really, really big. So we're just like driving along, and we hit it. We hit that mother trucker. We were going like really, really fast too. We were going like probably like 20 to 30 miles. It wasn't as fast as his go-kart could go really fast, but we were going fast for a go-kart, and we hit it like as hard as we could. And our right front tire hit it. And you would think if you're driving on the right side of the road and your right front tire hits it, you would flip left, right? No, we hit it, and like the tire blew out, and it flipped us over. It was like there was like no guide rails or nothing like on the sides to help us to not flip it. But we hit it and we flipped probably like one or two times. And right before that, I had realized there was like it had just gotten fixed, like I said, and there was a screw coming through that had luckily that had a like a little screw thing. Like you like imagine this like a metal bar and a screw coming through it and the screw sticking out on the other end, and they just put like a really hard rubber thing on it so it doesn't, like, if you were to crash or anything like that, which is what happened. Like your head wouldn't go just straight into the screw. So we crash and we land upside down. Everything falls out of our pockets, our phones, our glasses, and everything. And I'm just sitting there because I hit my head on that screw, and my head hurt so bad at the time. I was like out of it. I was like really messed up. I was like really like lightheaded, and everything just felt weird. My eyes were like all like everything was like zoomed out, I guess you could say, and my hearing was like all messed up. It was like everybody was like echoing a little bit, but I just acted like I was okay. Like nothing really happened. So I get out of the thing, and my cousin, he's like, "Yo, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, are you okay?" I was like more worried about him than I was myself. I was like, "Dude, are you okay?" Because I didn't know if he like flew out and hit his head and like died or something. So I was like really scared, and so I was like, "Yeah," and we were like, I guess our adrenaline was rushing or whatever when we crashed, and I like squeezed onto everything that was in my hands, and I like killed a bunch of grasshoppers, and I had like guts and stuff on my hands, and I had we had got up out of it, and I was like, I looked at him, and we're just standing in water, and I was like, I saved your glasses. So I thought that was pretty cool. I just like saved his glasses. He said if we crashed, and I saved them. But then we call his parents, my aunt and uncle, when they come and pick us up, and they were my uncle. He was like, who crashed it this time? Because I had crashed it that last time, and it was just funny. And so I guess I don't really know what I'm saying here. So he gets us back, and we're putting the go kart up in the truck and everything. We were like mad because we crashed it and it was all ruined again. I was like, dang, it really sucked. But so we get home and we both realize our phones are missing. Luckily, I had a life-proof case on mine. If you guys don't know what a life-proof case is, it's a waterproof, dust-proof, snow-proof, everything, shock-proof. It's just a really good iPhone case, and I had dropped mine in the water. It was just still sitting there when I got back, and he had dropped his in the water and his like really really expensive glasses. So we had to go back and we looked for him, and I found his glasses, my phone, and his phone, and we put them in rice. Because if you guys didn't know this, if you put your phone in rice, it soaks up all the water out of it, and it makes it work. Because his phone worked, my phone worked, and everything after that, and it was all okay. But this is going to be the end of this story. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to, you can go ahead and watch the rest of this video, or this background or whatever. And if you guys do like this live commentary and storytelling and stuff, like storytelling with Angel X Viper, so I have another story. If you guys really like this video, I can go ahead and do another one about how I almost died again, but it'll be a shorter one because it's not that really like bad of how I almost died. But or just I should put it like this: how I got stitches. So if you guys like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me if you want to see another one. See ya.